Howdy everybody, thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. This is Contra. Today we're doing the Sudoku book I got from the Dolla store. And over here you can see the book on cam here. And over to the right is the two previous puzzles. And if you've seen puzzle 10 on my YouTube channel, then you would know that I'm starting to do an overlay with Duncan's Sudoku solver. That allows me to not try to write in the book or erase or worry about messing up and not being able to do it again. So and I want to let you know, if you notice that at number puzzle 9 was actually after puzzle 10, it was because I had thought that I posted puzzle 9, but I didn't, and then when I went to find it, I couldn't find the file, and therefore when I finally found it, I posted it. Hopefully this one doesn't get lost either. But and I do get another mic, so I'm hoping that this right here will record much better of my voice, because the other ones all seemed a little low, and I was just using the mic on the headset, and well, for some reason I couldn't get it to work quite right. But now we got this one, and looking at the mic volume, I should be doing pretty good, and the test, the mic did pretty good. I am going to be looking at this later, and if it does seem to be loud, I'll turn the volume down. If it's not loud enough, I'll try to turn the volume up. In the editing software, I'm not editing the puzzle itself. It's going to be straight up, it's just going to be the audio I might edit. So let's get on into it. I'm going to go ahead and put the overlay over. As you see, it's all the same numbers. It is the exact same puzzle that is in the book. And after we get done with the puzzle, I'll show you the answers that's in that little purple piece you see right there. So I guess we're going to get on into solving it. I procrastinated enough. So what I like to do sometimes, and not all the time, sometimes I just randomly choose a number and start with, but sometimes I like starting with number 1 and work my way up to number 9 and then go to other steps in solving the puzzle. So what we do is we make sure we have it set up with, the pencil marks and the overlay, where I can put like 4 here if I wanted to, and it's pencil marked in, because we know that the 4 here can't go into neither one of these, so we know it has to go into one of these over here. But let's start off with the number 1. As we can see in this row here, these 2 rows here, you can't put a 1 in, so we had to put a 1 in one of those 2 cells. And since and then we got these 2 columns taken up by 1s, so in this box 1 can only go into this one, so we'll go ahead and mark that 1 in there, and then that will bring us on over here to where it doesn't really take too much out of it, because we could have, there's a possible 1 in there, 1 in these 3 here, a 1 in these 3 here, and a 1 in these 4 here. So with that, I'll go on to the next number. And the next number is 2, and we'll go ahead and look at these 2's in these 2 rows right here, these 2's in these columns, and these 2's in these rows, and this 2 in this column here, this 2 in that column, and so on and so on. And that will allow me to see that this square is the only one that doesn't have a 2 in it, and a 2 can't go here or here. And I know a 2 can't go here because of this column. So there had to be a 2 in one of these 2. And then in a mirror effect here, because of these 2's, a 2 would have to go into one of these 2 spots. And then these 2 over here in these 2 columns will put a 2 into these 2 spots, possible into those 2 spots. And a mirror effect over here, which I heard is termed X-wings, because a 2 has to go into this row, in this row, in this column, and in this column, and in this row. There has to be at least 1 in one of those, which means there's going to be a 2 here, and a 2 here, or a 2 here, and a 2 here, creating a X value. And that appears to be all the spots that a 2 could be possible into this puzzle. So we'll go ahead and step our game up and go to number 3. And we know a 3 can't go here. And because of these 2 3's right here, 3's can't go into these columns. So a 3 would have to go here. And this is the only cell in this box that a 3 can go into. Now, I could go ahead and start marking in the 2's, but I'm going to hold off on marking on anything else. We're going to stay on the 3's for right now. And we can see that the 3's come on across into these 2 rows right here, posting a possible 3 into these 2 spots. And now, coming on down, we can see that you see something. What can we see here? Alright, so this 3 comes straight down. And my momentum's slowing down, isn't it? And a 3 could go here somewhere. 3 can go there or there. Alright, let's hold off on any more 3's. And we'll go ahead, since we know this is a 2, which will bring this one to be a 2. We'll go ahead and mark those, since we know that those have to exist there. And we'll move on to 4 here. And right off the bat, I'm just going to go ahead and set, because I know 4 is going to have to go into one of those two. And we know 4 will have to go somewhere right here. And oddly enough, 7 will have to go into one of these as well, because it can't go here or here. So these 3 right here have to be 4, 7, and 2. And I normally would just stick with, actually, I don't know what I normally do. I'm trying to say I normally do this, normally do that. But whenever you're solving a puzzle, sometimes you can be trying to stay with one set, and then you'll see something else, and then you're like, okay, this has to go here. And now, but now we know that this is a triple, so no other numbers can go here, because say for instance I put a 5 right here, then the 2 would have to go here, and that means this right here becomes a 4, 7 dual cell. That can't work in Sudoku. So because of that, you cannot have any other numbers other than these 3 in these 3 cells. And we'll just keep on going with 4 for right now. Coming on down into this square here, apparently 4 could go into those 4 spots right there, so we'll jump on. We'll jump up here. Look at this square right here. We have this 4 blocking off those 2, this one blocking off these 2, which is leaving just these 2 right here as a possible 4, which now takes up these 2 cells, because if a 4 goes here, then you do away with 4 on all these, so we can't put a 4 here. And you can't put a 4 in here because of this 4, so 4 would have to go somewhere into this top row here, indicating the other numbers would be something else other than 4. And 4 would could go on one of these. I'm not gonna mark that. Let's go ahead and mark it anyway. It shouldn't jumble up too much, but I'm gonna mark it anyway. But as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put the marks of, no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait just a second, because we're gonna go ahead and go to 5, because 4 could literally go into any one of these spots at this point in time. But let's go ahead and go to 5, and we see that 5 would have to go possible into one of these. I know I probably could have went back up to the top, but I was noticing these 5s right here, and I wanted to go ahead and mark those in there. But we'll go ahead and we'll see that 5, and this 5 takes out this row, which takes a 5 out of. Then the top 2 rows in this square cannot have a 5 in it, so we're going to have a 5 in one of these 2. And then that takes away from here, so a 5 would have to go into one of these. And oh yeah, look at this right here. This is one of the kind of interesting things with getting a triple right here. Like I said a while ago, can't put a 5 here, can't put a 5 here, can't put a 5 here. Because if we put a 5 in any one of these squares, then we would end up with two of these numbers ending up in the same cell. So the 5 cannot go here or here. So 5 would have to go into one of these two, which means in this square, 5 can only go here. And then that provides a type of x-wing of 5s right here, which means that 5 can't go here, and 5 has to go somewhere here. It can't go here. So this right here now becomes 5, which removes the 5 from there. And it's not really a big thing, but it is something. And you got these 5s here, this 5's here, and because there's a 5 in one of these, a 5 could end up in one of these two, creating a weird X-wing pattern here. But because we know that if there's a 5 here, then a 5 would have to go there and then there. And if 5 goes here, then a 5 goes there and then there. And that's all the 5 markings I can do at this particular junction. So let's go on to number 6, which, as you can see, this is the single 6 in the puzzle. But it does remove 6s from here, allowing me to mark 6 there, which allows me to mark 6 into these 3 cells. And we know that a 6 has to go here, and this is a 4-5 pair. So this now becomes 6, which removes the 6 from there, putting 6 in there. Once again, every step counts. I started to say it doesn't solve the puzzle, but it does chip away at it. Alright, is there any more? Actually, I can put a marking of 6 here, which will put a marking here. But yeah, I'm thinking that's all I'm gonna mark as 6s right this moment, because 6 has a lot of ground it can cover. So we'll go ahead and move on to 7s, which we already put these 7s here. Let's have it at this 7. We can put 7 into these 2 cells if possible, because this cell cannot be a 7, which means the 7 could go here or here at this point, or here or here. Let's see. 7 has a lot of real estate here. 7 could go in any one of these spots here. And 7 could go in one of these spots here. So I'm going to go to 8 now, which, right off first glance, I can see these 2 removing out of these columns, placing a possible 8 here and here. because this 8 you can't go here. And then looking at these two rows here full of 8s and this here with an 8 would have to go here, and this seems to be the only spot in this box that 8 can go into. And then that pulled my eyes straight up into this square here on this column and this column, which is now placing the 8 there, which draws my eyes over to this square here, placing an 8 possible into one of these two. But drop down to here, you see that the 8 can't go here. So this becomes an 8. Which now, if we stick with the 8s, puts an 8 into one of these two spots here. That appears to be all the markings for the 8. So before we jump to 9, I'm going to go ahead and mark the ones that are ready to be marked because of the 8 coming in and stepping on some toes, if you will. Which now, I'm going to go ahead and go to 9 before I do anything else. I see some other things that I could do, but I'm going to go ahead and go to 9 and stick with the pattern of doing that in this puzzle. Because basically we know 9 has to go here in this square. There's nowhere else for it to go, which makes the 9 go over here into one of these two cells here. Right here. Which puts a 9 in one of these two cells because of this 9 right here. I could put a 9 in this cell, but I'm not going to, because 9 would have to go into one of these two cells because it can't go here and it can't go here. So that pushes the 9 down into these two cells. Which looks like it puts a 9 in one of these two cells here. Yeah. And then over here, it looks like the 9 will be able to go here and here. Let's go ahead and, I'm just going to go ahead and mark them in. It's probably going to be better to go ahead and mark those. And that looks like that's all the markings for the 9 I can do at this juncture. And I would go all the way back down to 1 and start over again and stuff, but right here, we can already see in this top cell there's only one number missing, and that is the 7. Which puts the 7 possible in one of these two. I want to go ahead and mark. No. Trying to think of what my next step should be. I probably could look at the 2s again. Would that be something? 3s? Oh yeah, look at this right, the 3s right here. Because this is a 5-9 pair and this is a triple. 3 can only go into one of these two spots right here. And that would drop, that would put a 3 into one of these two spots, indicating that yeah, that's indicating that now 3 can't go here. So 3 would have to go here. 5 would have to go here then, which removes the 5 from here, placing a 5 right there, which now places a 9 right there, which removes that 9 and places a 9 here, which now places a 6 here. So far, so good. If I'm following everything correctly. Where do I go now? Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and mark that 3 could go into one of these two spots right there. I'm trying not to jump the gun because, you know, I don't want to miss something simple. Oh, okay. Yeah, this 9 right here removes that 9, which now places the 9 there. One thing I see it did was remove the 9. I got 3, 1, 8. Yeah, this is when I get into trains of thought. Okay. So, now the 7 needs to go into one of these. What other number needs to go here? Do you see that? So we need a 1 into one of these. Apparently a 4 will have to go into one of these. I thought that was going to be a bigger help. Oh, that's right. 4 has to go on one of these. That removes the 4 from here. So this now becomes 7, which removes the 7 from those. And 7 would have to go here or here. Oh, and because this 7 can't go here, this places only 2 spots for a 7 to go into, which removes the 7 from there, which places the 7 there. I started to say that's a 4-7 pair, but that's not yet, because the 4 could still go there. Actually, I just overlooked this entire square right here. So now we got this 4-2 pair right here. 8 and 3 can only go into these 2 cells here, leaving this one wide open. It has to be a 6. Not nothing, but it's pretty much makes it where 6 will have to indicate in one of these 3 cells. And says 1 can go into any one of these 3. One can't go there. I'm just doing a lot of pencil marks now because I'm trying to figure out I know I'm just doing a bunch of marking. I'm a dummy. This 4 right here was coming down into this cell, telling me it is not a 4, it is a 5, which makes this one a 4, which now makes this a definite 4. This is a definite 4, so 4 cannot go into these two rows. This now becomes 4, which makes this one a 4. And this 4 makes this a 2, and this becomes a 4. This 2 now comes over here, making this a 2. Removes the 2 from there. And from the looks of it, looks like the only two numbers left to go in here is 5 and 9, and 5 has to go into this column here. So this becomes 5, this becomes 9. Removes the 5 from there. Of course, that could have did solve that as well. And this 5 removes that 5, placing a 5 here. Which places that as a 6. Removes the 6 from there, which places a 6 here. Which now adds a 6 into this one right here, which removes the 6 from there, placing the 6 there. And the only number that can go in here now is 8, which makes this one a 3, which makes this one an 8, which now makes that a 1, that a 3, which leaves 1 here, 7 here, 3 there, which would be 4, 3, 4, 1, 7, 7, okay, this right here is a 9, so this would be a 6, this would be a 1, this would be a 6, and this would be a 1. And that is how you solve that. Now, to show you the answer sheet. And that way you can see how the book wanted the answer sheet, how the book wanted it to, So we just reach up here, pull it on out, find puzzle 11, and then we go right over here. I'm probably going to have to move this over to the side for a moment so that we can show puzzle 11 here and all the answers. And as you can see, it starts off with 2, 3, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 1, 9, 5, 9, 1, 3, 6, 2, 8, 7, 4, 4, 6, 8, 9, 1, 7, 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 7, 2, 6, 9, 5, 8, 6, 8, 2, 1, 5, 9, 7, 4, 3, 7, 5, 9, 4, 3, 8, 1, 2, 6, 8, 4, 6, 5, 7, 3, 2, 9, 1, 9, 7, 3, 2, 8, 1, 4, 6, 5, 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 4, 3, 8, 7. And that's the solution. Let me place it back behind there now, if I can do so. That should work just fine. And then we'll put this back over here. So as you can see, that's how you solve this Sudoku puzzle. If you like, please leave a like. If you would like to see more of my videos, go ahead and scroll. There is in a playlist. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Comment something if you want to comment something. Let me know what you think of pretty much everything I've done so far. I am Contra. Thank you. Bye.